Hi everyone, it's Tuesday night, the 14th of July and day 196 of Living the Dream. My power statement for today said this: I will review my taxes one last time before I send them off, and then I'll get after doing the recording for the people that I don't select to participate in the focus group campaign. Here's my to-do list for Tuesday, a really short one. Record the video of the people and didn't get whatever excited is to finish setting up the ad in Facebook, and the most important task was to submit my taxes, check my accounts for emails. Bam, done. That little list is done. My number one most important task for today was to submit my taxes. Check, got it done. In. My fun task for today was to record and follow up the follow-up video for those folks who didn't get selected as part of the participants in my focus group. And my exciting task was to finish setting up the Facebook ad for the focus group campaign in the ad manager so I could start getting my 10 participants secured. The next thing that Croy says is to get honest with yourself. What didn't go well today, Marty? Or what could you have done better today? Did you wake up early and start strong? Check. Did you start your morning with power? Check. Always, every morning. Were you productive throughout your day? Yes. Did you get the most important things done? Pieces through the portal of mind into the world of physical taxes? Done. That ad setup's done. Did you move your goals forward? Absolutely. Did you show up as the person you wanted to? Right from the get-go, all day long. Great day. What about your personal time with Kathleen? Were you present for her? Yes. In summary of these get honest with yourself questions, I always ask myself, were you honest with yourself today, Marty, about the task that you promised you'd get done? Well, I had the 3 yellow highlighted tasks that I showed you that I promised myself I would get done today. One was to submit my taxes, done. One was to record the follow-up video, and one was to finish setting up the Facebook ad in Facebook's ad manager. Got the second one done, but not the third one. I finished the first 2 tasks, like I said, but no for the third task, and that's the first no in 195 days. I didn't get one task done that I said I was going to. I ran out of time, basically, to get that third one done today, but I do feel like I still kept all the promises I made to myself this morning, and here's why I can say that. Go to YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, and take a look at the new video I'm going to post there after I'm done recording this end of the day journal entry, and I'm going to repost that, and then I'm going to post that other video. Go and check that out. You'll see the focus group ad to get focus group participants up there, and you'll see, in addition to that video, you'll also see the focus group follow-up email video that I posted, that I got recorded and done. Those are 2 very, very important pieces in my dream that I attracted into my mind and through my mind and then manifested out into the world of the physical. Bam, bam, bam. They're both up on YouTube channel now. And again, I said it's Marty Braden - My Journey to Business Alignment. Check it out. As you watch the focus group follow-up video, you'll see that I kind of assumed a few things in that video as though they were going to happen. And I spoke them into existence, I guess. In other words, I spoke ahead of the case as though they were going to happen, and that's how I think, and that's how I do things. It's so exciting. The next question is, what movies did you watch in your mind today, Marty? Did you make time for them? And were there any new movies that your 2 amigos called up onto the screen of your mind and started playing there? In other words, did you make any new movies today? And if so, what were they? What were they about? After watching my must-see TV favorite 5 movies, I did my exercises, and then all during the exercises, I have to say, I was thinking about my focus group Facebook ad running out there. I could see people clicking on the main video and watching it, and then me explaining how that I need people for my focus group and why I'm doing it for free. I then saw them click on the Learn More button, which opens up to the request form, and then on that, once they says click and they get a thank you, they then see that they can get a free gift link to episode 4's Going to the Movies podcast. It's so exciting. Next, Croy asked, was there anything that didn't go well today, Marty? In other words, was there one thing you could have done better? And what was that one thing that would make all the difference going forward? What's the one thing you want to get done tomorrow? Even if the day goes sideways, getting it done, you'd still feel like you've accomplished great things. Well, what would that one thing be? Once you know, put into a power statement so you can start your day strong tomorrow. Well, I'm sure glad that I finished my taxes, because doing a video recording can be very, very time consuming. And because I had to start over and do multiple new takes of me recording my follow-up video, it felt like I was failing, but of course I wasn't. At the end of the day, I finished recording the follow-up video to send as part of my email follow-up. to those folks who don't get selected to participate in the focus group. It was great. And so for my power statement for tomorrow, I typed up this. I will finish getting the focus group Facebook ad all set up and ready to launch in the ad planner there, the manager. And that video, once it's done, I can start acquiring my 10 participants. Next, Croy says, were there any mistakes or failures that you might have had today that you can turn into a tool of success going forward? Like I said earlier, I had to do quite a few takes of my video recording of the follow-up video, which I'll be sending to those folks who don't get selected to participants in the face focus group. I felt I had to start over every time I did a big flub, and so I suppose that could be considered a mistake or some failures. But to me, each flub or each time I misspoke helped me get better until I had a great take and it was done. It was great. The next question is, what was your biggest success today, Marty? In other words, what did you do well today? Well, my biggest success, I think, for sure, was finishing the recording of that follow-up video. Bam! Done. The next step of my end-of-the-day success routine is to rate my day's effort. And so I gave today a 7. I gave it a 7 because I worked at the speed of 7 all day long on this project, recording and starting over and retaking. My multiple takes slowed down my progress for the day, but at the end of the day, it's recorded and it's a great take. Okay, I want to end my day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for the principle of reflection. A good way of exercising this principle or showing this principle is found in this statement. In order to plan your future wisely, it is necessary that you understand and appreciate your past. Isn't that great? Like I've always said, the first step to success is to get honest with yourself. That means you have to accept the fact that no one else can live your life for you. No one else can succeed for you. Believing this and being honest about it is your first step to a better life. Each of us need to realize that it is not an easy world in which we live. It is not an easy world to be decent in either. It is not an easy world to understand oneself in relation to this world in which we live, nor is it easy to like ourselves in this kind of a world often. But it must be lived in. And in living in this world, there is one person you absolutely have to be with, and that's yourself. Being with you, that is a fact. Next, I'm grateful for the law of self-awareness. This law asks us to ask ourselves, who am I? What am I? Most of us know more about how and why our cars function the way they do than we know about ourselves and why we function like we do. If someone asks you, for example, someone asks you, for example, what business are you in? You might respond by saying you're a salesperson, a computer programmer, a model, a stockbroker, a truck driver, or whatever your vocation may be. But you'd be wrong. The business you are in, the business we are all in, is the business of living. And the sooner you learn who you are and how you became the person you have become, the sooner you will be able to deal with the challenges that may be sabotaging your success up until now, because they're going to go away if you do it right. Next, I'm grateful for the actor and martial arts expert Bruce Lee, who said this: the successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. Whoa! And the person who has this laser-like focus is a person who is definitely living the dream. Isn't that true? I certainly think so. So as you're considering your vision of starting a business of your own, let me suggest to you that it's time. You've got this. Just do it. Really, you can do it. Anyway, I'll be back here tomorrow night right at my laptop continuing my journey to business alignment. And so until then, I wish you all continued success. Good night.